Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am back once again for another Slim Sports interview. And as always, I'm your host, Jay Slim. And joining me today is another member of the FSW family. You see the jersey behind me. Always manage to get the Bucks on the podcast. And this guy not only is from the Bucks, but from my hometown of Fort Myers. Big time local product from the 239, doing what he does now at the Division I level. Just had a great year with Morgan State. Going to go off and win a championship with Delaware next year. I'm calling it already. Ladies and gentlemen, 6'7" forward, Eugene Alvin. What's going on, E?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. Excited to get you on. You had an incredible story to tell already throughout your career with what you were able to
Mm,
do from JUCO to now playing D1 last year and obviously continuing your D1 career at Delaware this upcoming season. And I want fans, viewers that are just now getting to learn your name for the first time, see your face for the first time, to
hmm
get to learn about this resume to your name in a segment that I like to call Resume Rundown, where
Yeah.
I'm going to show off what you do best by doing what I do best, and that's making some graphics, as you well know. And this graphic's going to show off this resume. And I mean, from Bishop State to FSW and the JUCO ranks, going to Morgan State this past year, going to the D1 level, and now obviously heading to Delaware. And this past year at Morgan State, you were a big time contributor for them, top five on the team and points, rebounds, and steals while leading them in 3-point percentage and in blocks. I mean, absolutely incredible what you were able to do, be able to make that immediate impact for the Bears. And what's crazy is coming out of high school, the recruitment probably wasn't what you were expecting with the numbers that you
hmm
were putting up. Obviously, you go JUCO, you go to Bishop State and then to FSW, and you grow your role every single year where you've been. Bishop State, you average 3.5 points, go to FSW, you average nine, and that leads you to Morgan State to the D1 level. What would you say was the biggest way that the JUCO ranks really prepared you to take that step to where when you got to Morgan State, it just all felt natural to you?
Yeah, like JUCO's a grind, like it's crazy there. But like I think the biggest thing that helped me was just like having everybody with me to be in the gym, help me get better. Like, because the best thing you can do to get ready for the level is just be in the gym and learn the game. And that's especially at FSW, when the biggest thing there is just work out and just be in the gym and watching film every day. So I gotta like thank the guys there. They just always enjoy with me. So I think the biggest part about it is staying in the gym.
Hey, trust me, I know FSW's culture very well. And obviously, that's a big reason why you guys all were able to sign D1. You were one
Yeah.
of, what, five signees from your year. A bunch
hmm
of them just signed D1 this year as well. And you come over to Morgan State, and you were one of quite a few newcomers for this team. I
Yeah.
believe five of your guys' top seven scorers were newcomers for Morgan State. And
hmm
you guys end up replacing the top five scorers from a year ago, who all were multi-year Bears. They had been there for 2 or more years, including friend of the podcast, Will Thomas. Got to shout him out, great friend of the show
Yeah.
there. But you guys replaced them; they all left. So now
hmm
Morgan State is kind of in this new era, and you guys were all trying to develop that on the court chemistry from early on. How would you say? How long would you say did it take for that chemistry to really develop to where you guys could go out there and do your thing?
Yeah. So like Morgan, I would say we definitely had a struggle in the beginning, but like we finally like when it finally clicked, it clicked, and like we were just we're like an 8 game winning streak. But it took us a minute to get together. I do think having like a lot of guys from different places come in, it definitely like it took some time for us to get each other. But once we got it, we got it.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys had a very tough schedule early on
Yeah.
to where you guys needed to figure out how to develop that chemistry early on, going against teams like Georgetown,
hmm
California, San Francisco. And if you can't do it against those teams, you probably can't do it at all. But you guys were able to find that groove, find, okay, this is how we can develop, this is how we can grow and continue to go. And obviously, MEAC action, which I'll touch on here in a sec. You guys had an incredible conference record this past season
hmm
for Morgan State. But talk to me real quick about that non-conference schedule, specifically going against those Power Four schools and some other
Yeah.
opponents, to where you would say that was kind of an intro to the D1 level for yourself, and how
hmm
you would say that helped you and this team.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, like playing teams like I said, like Georgetown, California, and San Francisco, it is a huge difference even from going to JUCO. I feel like the biggest thing from those schools are like preparation, like to get like facilities they have, and like they have a lot of stuff, and they always getting better. But I feel like it also gets you better in a way because you're playing against like high competition, and like it shows you exactly where you're at, exactly where you need to be. And so like you watch those games, watch film, and be like, okay, I know I need to work on. And that's what we did. And a lot of guys in the team, we watch film, and next thing know we're in the gym next day, working on the things that we did bad on in that game. And like that's how we get better.
Hey, there you go. Always find ways to get better, always find ways to improve. That's what you did throughout the season. And that's
Hmm.
why you had a whole lot of highlights that we're going to show off some of those highlights actually right here in this segment called Make That Play, where
Yeah.
I went through the film, I went through Synergy, and I put together what I feel like are your top three plays from this past season. But as you well know, I'm just a stats guy. I'm just a fan of the.
Yeah.
You're the one on the court doing what you do best. So, what would you say was your best play from this past season?
Best plays. I'll say one of the big plays I had was it was a home game against I think we played Compton, I'm not sure. But like offensive rebound, ran for it, came back and got a layup, got it to the lead. But from what I can think of, I think that's one of the biggest plays I had because it was like a very crucial moment in the game that we needed. But like I don't know, I'm ready to see what you got.
Hey man, I will say I do got Coppin State on here for one of these plays. I don't know if it's the one that
Yeah.
you're talking about, but it's at number two. But I'm going to start off at
Hmm.
number three, actually, which
Yeah.
I got to include a dunk on here. Your dunk against Norfolk State, got to put that one on there.
Hmm.
Cut to the basket, off the ball, great ball movement there, where your teammate ended up getting to you on that cut, perfectly,
Hmm.
perfect dime, and boom, you just punched it
And
right
this,
on
yeah.
top of them
Hmm.
to where, I mean, just an emphatic slam for your team, for the Bears. And that's at number three. Number two is a steal going to an and one for Coppin State, where
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
a bad pass by Coppin State led to a big time steal by you, and you drove to the basket through contact mid-air. You adjusted the shot and
Yeah.
everything, and you were able to get that layup sunk it in, plus the foul. Obviously, went to the free throw line, did your thing there. And at number one, going against South Carolina State, where this shot pretty much clinched the win against the Bulldogs.
Mm.
I believe you guys were already up by one, and you cashed in a three from the top of the arc to help propel Morgan State ahead by four now with under a minute to go. And I don't believe South Carolina State scored a single point in that final minute to
Hmm.
where that three really helped seal the deal for a win for the Bears. So obviously three of a whole lot of big time plays that you had this past season. I know you had a couple of other emphatic dunks during the year
Hmm.
as well. And overall on the season, you averaged around 7.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, shot over 38% from beyond the arc. And against Niagara, you had 17 points, seven boards. Delaware State, 19 and seven. And then South Carolina State, that game, you went perfect. 4 of 4 from three, had 20 points in that game overall. And what's crazy is that's the season as a whole, but it doesn't really speak overall to your impact in MEAC action. You average nearly 10 points per game in conference play. And in the last five regular season games, you averaged 18 points per game. So really found that stride, especially towards the end of the season. How would you describe that growth in your numbers, the growth in your role overall for Morgan State to where you went from, averaging less than 15 minutes per game to play
Hmm.
nearly 40 a night?
Yeah. So like yeah, it was crazy because like towards the end, like I said, I picked it up. It was crazy big difference. I mean, I'd say it was me again staying in the gym and believing that my time is going to come, and when it did come, I was ready for it, and everybody believed in me. Like every shot I took, everybody thought it was going in, and that's much time I put in the gym. Even at practice, I'm always going hard. So that's like the main thing, but just like staying in the gym and having people believe me.
Hey, there you go, man. Got to believe in yourself first and foremost, and obviously your
Hmm.
coaching staff believed in you, and your teammates believed in you as well. And this team overall was one of the top scoring teams in the entire MEAC. I believe you guys were third or fourth, somewhere around there,
Hmm.
but had three double-figure scores, including the leading scorer in the entire conference in Alfred Worrell, who averaged about 17 and a half points per game. Talk to me real quick about this really fast-paced style system it seemed like you guys had to where you guys were able to have these high scoring nights and have so many other guys,
Yeah.
not just those three and yourself, but so many other guys, coming off the bench, whoever it was, 1 through
Yeah.
15, where they were all able to contribute.
Yeah, so like again we play like a fast paced game. So like we get the rebound, somebody get the ball, and we just pushing it. And like I think the best thing we emphasize on the game is if someone's ahead of you, you push it up. And so that's what helps a lot of people, everybody else eat because like you just pushing the ball and like whoever gets the ball is pushing and just keep passing it. Then eventually everybody's gonna eat. then somebody else gonna find their groove. And a lot of times somebody come off the bench and they gave us 20 for our team. So like which has to help us because everybody's touching the ball. But us playing a fast pace on offense, like transition is pushing the ball, it does help with that. Make sure everybody get like a chance to get the ball.
Yeah, if you got good ball movement, now the defense is having to adjust,
Hmm.
double team, help out, switch off, and now somebody's going to end up being open. Obviously, you were open quite a bit, knocking down some
Yeah.
shots left and right from three, dunking it on their heads, doing whatever you had to do. And I mean, this season was great for Morgan State overall for this team because I mentioned before the MEAC schedule. You guys ended up going 10-4 in MEAC conference play. 14 and 16 overall because of that
Hmm.
tough non-conference schedule. But obviously, the non-conference schedule prepared you for MEAC action because it was your guys' best conference schedule since 2016, 2017 season. So
Hmm.
almost a decade it has been since they've had double figure wins. And you guys went on a 10-2 run entering the MEAC tournament. What would you say was the X factor around that time to where you guys were able to find that next gear to propel you
Hmm.
towards the top of the MEAC standings?
Yeah, like us finding our groove again. Like just as the season's going, everybody's getting more comfortable with each other. Everybody's trusting each other even more. And again, trying to stay positive through all of it because when you're losing, it's never a good feeling. You kind of practice harder to keep stay motivated, and we stay motivated. We kept going hard, and let's say know the ball found our way.
Hey, always got to find a way to improve, find a way to do your thing. And obviously, after the season, you enter your name into the transfer portal. You bet on yourself. That's
Mhm.
just the way college athletics is nowadays. Sometimes you just got to
Yeah.
be able to do that to put yourself in a better situation. Now you're signed with a very talented team in Delaware who you can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe they're now in Conference USA. Uh,
Yeah.
they, yeah, conference teams change conferences all the time. I can't keep track anymore, man. You know how that.
Hmm. Yeah.
But talk to me real quick about Delaware joining the Blue Hens and how you feel like that is going to take you to another level going into next season.
Yeah, of course. So like, I mean, I'll take it back from like my visit. When I take my visit here at Delaware, it just everything was nice. Everything was perfect. Like after the visit, I was like, yeah, let's take it no more. I think this is a spot for me because like it's great positivity. Coaches are great. I feel like what's going to help me get to the next step from here is like even from now when we do our workouts, we're working out like 3 or 4 times a day. Like but like it's a lot of shots. Even the weight room is crazy. Like we're lifting good. We're doing sprints. Like we're getting better. Like coaches text you every day. Hey, be here this time. We finna work out. Put some shots up. I'm like I'm there, of course. Like but like I think the biggest things will help me like is, again like just having those guys around, their energy. They like even coaches. They want to be there all day, every day too. So just having that around me, just and being with them, and just putting out shots and staying in the gym again.
Hey, there you go. Obviously, there's a common theme when it comes to your career, and that's staying in the gym. And it's why you've been able to get to where you are already, continuing your career, obviously, after this year, whatever ends up the future being. No doubt in my mind, you're going to be able to help lead a whole lot more teams, including Delaware next season, to a whole lot more wins and
Hmm.
hopefully some championships here soon. And
Yeah.
obviously, you know from the visit, obviously, they talked to you about what their style of play is looking to be. And obviously, I'm not expecting you to give away the whole game plan. We're not about to give a scouting report to any coach
Yeah.
that might watch this, which, if they are, credit to them. I don't know why they'd watch this for scouting report. But as far as your style of play fitting into their system, how do you feel like they're going to be able to utilize your strengths really well to where you can contribute next year at an even higher level?
Yeah, I got you. I mean, like, I'm a shooter, that's what I do. Like, I like to shoot the ball, but like, I feel like what's gonna help us, especially like me fitting in the system, we play a fast paced game too. Like, we get the ball, get it out. I can sprint somewhere, the ball can find me, or even we play like a lot of like driving kicks. So, and that's where I feed off from. Like, if I could get somebody from like a closeout, that's great. But like again, like we do like a lot of driving kick, and I think that's where I kill, and that's gonna be like a big factor for me for this team.
Hey, there you go. Obviously, able to do a whole lot of different things for your team. And you're going to have a lot of great, talented teammates alongside you this upcoming season, just like you did at Morgan State and even your time at FSW and even Bishop State as well.
Mm,
Talk to me real quick about some of these players that you think I should have on. And actually, I don't know why I'm saying it like that because I got a specific segment for this that I like to call Who.
yeah.
next. I usually have a way better intro for that. Total mind blank right there. Sorry to my
Hmm.
fans, but I want to give you a chance to shout out some teammates, current, former, whatever, or even
Hmm.
guys that you just know at the D1 level altogether, where they can hop on the podcast, talk about their careers, tell their stories just as you're doing now. So, who would you say is next up on the Slim Sports podcast?
Oh yeah, I need to see my guy Jafet Martinez. I'm pretty sure you're familiar.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a great guy, great. Yeah, he had a great season too at UCL State. I like seeing him talk.
Hey, absolutely. Trust me, Jafet, I had him on last year. I'm going to try to get him on
Hmm.
again this year. KJ Parker, who was with you at
Hmm.
FSW, he's already been on the podcast. Chol Maychod, hopefully going to come up here soon. We all love you, Chol. We all know you don't answer your phone sometimes, so we know how it goes. But
Yeah.
Chol does have a spot on here soon, as well as a whole lot of other teammates that you had
Hmm.
in your time at FSW, and as well as Morgan State and coming up with Delaware. So obviously, great stuff there. Great name for who's up next in Jafet. And now we got to talk about what's next for yourself. We know
Hmm.
obviously you're going to Delaware. We know how they're looking to utilize you and your skill set as we just talked about, but how are you looking to grow your game even further to where there can be another thing on the scouting report that coaches have to take into account when going against
Hmm.
Eugene Alvin?
Yeah, I got you. I mean, I already feel like the paper's torn up. There's a lot of things that worry about me, but like I'm not gonna say all of them. But like again, like with the coaches, like we watch a lot of film already. I like watching film to see what I can work on, even my last year games. I see my last year games on film, so that way I could go to the gym. Like, okay, I need to work on this, I need to work on that. But I think like there's even like with them working on more of like mismatches, like a smaller guy on me, mismatch, taller guy on me, mismatch. So working on like my mismatches and just reading the game better. So again, it's watching film is being able to I can read the game to help me and my teammates more.
Hey, there you go. Whatever it takes to help the team win, that's what you're all about. That's what you've been all about throughout your entire career. And I can't wait to see what this upcoming season has in store for Delaware in a very talented Conference USA this
Hmm.
upcoming season, as always. Beyond blessed to be able to get not just a member of the FSW family, but a member of the 239 family on the
Hmm.
podcast here. You know, this time next year, we're going to get you back on, show off even more highlights,
Yeah.
talk about even more success for you. So thank you so much for hopping on today for a fantastic interview on the Slim Sports Podcast.
Yes, sir. Thank you.